What's up guys, James here from BootWizard Boot Reviews, and wow, a lot can change in a month. So we are bringing you March's Boots of the Month today, but we have a lot going on. So I want to say to everybody, I hope you're okay, stay safe, stay inside, and we'll all get through this. The BootWizard content will keep coming. Picking a winner for this month's Boot of the Month has probably been the hardest thing that I've had to do over all of the Boots of the Month awards that I've handed out so far. And here are the nominations so that you can see why. We've got the Puma King Platinum Laser Touch, the Concave Halo Plus in a new yellow colour and a white colour. You've got the New Balance Twisted Silver in the Furon V6, the Nike Future DNA pack. We're going to include the pack as a whole here. We're not picking each individual boot, even though they were released on 4 consecutive weeks. We've got the Adidas Tormentor pack, and we're putting the Japan Blue Mania Remake in with that Blue Remake re-release repack thing. We're including 2 packs that were released last month, mainly because they were released right at the end of last month and they missed the cut for February's Boots of the Month, and that is the Nike Wavelength pack and also the white and blue pack that Umbro released that covers all of their boots. They're getting included in this month's Boots of the Month as well. And finally, the Puma Inhale Future Retro boot, which is a boot based on an old pair of sneakers from Puma. And I will give you an early spoiler. These are not making the top 5. Just the concept, the look. There is basically nothing that I like about these boots. These are not making my top 5. I like Puma boots. These are not going in. These look awful. If you want to see an unboxing and an up-close look at them, head over to skillafc's YouTube channel where he's got them. He's done an unboxing and you get to see all the little details up close. I hate them. At number 5, I was kind of tossing up between the 2 boots that were actually released last month, the Wavelength and the Umbro White Pack, and in the end I've gone for the Umbro White Pack. That white and blue combination looks really nice, and I think there's just an element of a little retro vibe that goes in there as well, and I think these look great. I still haven't got my hands on the brand new Velocita 5, which I really want to do, but between the 2, I just think the Umbro offers a little bit more other than another mainly blackout boot from Nike. So this comes in at number 5. At number 4, it's a boot that I think is one of the best looking boots that New Balance have put out in a long time. It is the New Balance Twisted Silver colorway, which is on the Furon V6. This is an all white out boot with silver accents, a fantastic looking sole plate yet again from New Balance, and this looks amazing. It would have been further up the list, but we have to take into account that it's not a brand new release. It is just a colorway refresh, but I think fantastic looking, and so far the Furon V6 in its design, in its colorways, is shaping up to be a fantastic boot for New Balance. If you want to check out my full review of that, then do click up in the corner here where you can check that out. At number 3, not so much a new boot, but a new addition to an old boot, and it's the Puma King Platinum Laser Touch. Now this is basically the Puma King Platinum, but with some added extra elements that have been laser etched into the leather and into elements around the boot in order to give you a better touch, feel and control on the ball. It's a really cool idea. I like the concept of Puma pushing their modern leather boot that little bit further, providing maybe a bit of competition for what we get from Adidas from that Copa 20 Plus lineup. So not a brand new boot, but a little upgrade, which I think is a nice touch. And I have heard the joke many times, and it's still funny to watch Lukaku playing a pair of boots called Laser Touch. So this is where the problem lies. We have the Future DNA pack and we also have the Tormentor pack with the brand new Remake Japan Blue Mania in there to pick between for first and second spot. And honestly, it's nearly impossible. The Future DNA pack has been a fantastic release from Nike. No matter what you think of each individual boot, I haven't been a fan of all of them. I think the concept is fantastic. And then that Tormentor pack, I think while I'm not actually a fan of how the blue and red sits together on the current Predator 20 line, it includes, I think without doubt, the best looking Predator Mania remake we've had so far. The stripes go onto the sole plate and it has a split sole design. What more could you want? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a poll up in the corner right now, and before you see my picks, I want you to click and choose your picks. What would you have chosen as number one out of those two boots, or boot packs? So at number 2, I have gone for the Future DNA pack. Now, ask me this again in 10 minutes, I could change my mind. I think this has been a great release for Nike. I think the strongest boot in the pack is the Vapor 13 in this Superfly 1 colorway. If you want to see my full unboxing of that, then again, click up in the corner. But I just think that there's a couple of areas where they could have improved the different elements, and I think it just brought up a lot of things where, in actual fact, we do want remakes of the boots instead of just a colorway update, even though it's a fantastic idea and I'd love to see Nike do this again in the future. So, Future DNA pack, feel free to shout at me down in the comments, but I've gone for it at number 2, despite the fact that I think it's fantastic. At number 1, it's a pack of boots in 2 halves for me. It is the Tormentor pack in the Predator 20 line, so the 20 plus, 20.1, 20.1 low, etc, etc, etc. I don't think it looks particularly good. I think it's one of the weakest colorways that we've seen so far, and it can actually look a little bit cheap. So I'm not a huge fan there, even though that 20.1 low pretty much looks good no matter what, just because of the silhouette. Then we take into account the fact that they dropped this. This is the Adidas Predator Mania Japan Blue Remake. Now, the Japan Blue was a very difficult boot to get hold of, almost impossible in actual fact. It's very rare, it's very desirable, it's one of the best looking Manias that Adidas came out with, and they've finally given us a remake of that. And not only that, it sits on that Predator 20 tooling, which is a split sole design, which means that the stripes run down onto the underneath of the boot, which is what we all want, because it's a Predator, it's a Mania remake, and that's what Manias are supposed to have. I think this is the best looking Mania remake so far, and say it quietly, it might even look better than the original. So purely off the back of one absolutely standout boot, I am going to give the award for Boot of the Month for March to the Adidas Predator Tormentor pack, including that Japan Blue remake. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with me, and of course remember to like the button, and of course remember to hit the like button. If you're not already, get subscribed for all of my future content, including reviews and unboxings, and you can click around my face to pick some of those up. If you're not supporting the channel already, you can do so by heading over to Patreon at patreon.com/BootWizard. But that's all from me here today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good one.